Thanks, Leader. Well, for far too long, we've seen Senate Democrats failing to do anything about the issue of chronic unemployment. And this week, we now will have action on the 13th extension of unemployment benefits. And it would appear again that Senator Reid is going to block us from having our amendments considered. Many of us do have amendments that we think would be really good for the economy, good for jobs, help ease the pressure that a lot of middle-class families are feeling as a result of the economic downturn, and get people back to work. The administration's policies are making it more expensive and more difficult to do that. I had two amendments specifically dealing with energy that I would like to have the opportunity to get voted on. One would ensure that before the EPA can finalize regulations, greenhouse gas regulations on new and existing power plants, that GAO and EPA certify that it won't increase energy costs or destroy jobs. So very straightforward amendment. Doesn't say they can't move forward with greenhouse gas regulations, just says they can't finalize greenhouse gas regulations until that certification is made. The second amendment would ensure that any time a regulation, a new regulation that costs the economy $50 million or more gets voted on by the Congress, so that we don't have the administration in a willy-nilly way consistently putting out new regulations that drive up the cost of energy in this country and in most cases circumventing and going around the will of the Congress. So two very straightforward amendments that I think are very common sense and which get at the heart of the issue of what's really affecting our economy, and that is that it is too expensive for a lot of our businesses to hire additional workers because of all the costs that are being built in by new regulations in the Obama administration. And just as an example of that, in South Dakota this last week, Black Hills Power and Light requested from the South Dakota Public Utilities Commission a rate increase, and they based it upon these EPA mandates. So these regulations are having real-world impacts on consumers in my state of South Dakota and across the country. The American people deserve better than what they're getting out of Washington, D.C. We ought to at least have an open debate where Republicans have an opportunity to put forward amendments that we think actually will create jobs and grow the economy and improve the lives of middle-class families in this country.